He slept, and in his sleep he taught. The Prophet, peace be upon him, transformed the most vulnerable human state into a moment of worship, protection, and profound restoration. His bedtime rituals are not quaint traditions from a bygone era. They are a comprehensive sleep protocol. They regulate the nervous system. They protect against the whispers of the night, and they prepare the body and soul for the demands of the coming day. Modern sleep medicine has confirmed what the Sunnah taught 1400 years ago. The Prophet's sleep practices correspond with key principles of sleep hygiene identified by contemporary science. A 2025 analysis in the Journal of Sleep and Health explicitly states that the Prophet's sleep instructions resemble several sleep hygiene regulations described in modern medicine and behavioral therapy. Stay for number 1. The right side that changed the sleep of the Ummah. Before we begin, we have gathered the daily practices of the Beloved, peace be upon him, into one book. The Sunnah Home Manual, 40 practices, every hadith verified. Now let us enter the bedroom of the Prophet. Let us learn his secrets for better sleep. Let us begin with number 1. Sleep in the most beneficial position. The Prophet, peace be upon him, instructed his companions to sleep on their right side. He told al-Bara bin Azib, whenever you go to bed, perform wudu as you do for salat. Then lie on your right side. This is not a casual recommendation. It is a prophetic prescription that modern medicine has validated. Sleeping on the right side has been shown to improve lymphatic drainage, reduce pressure on the heart, and facilitate the body's natural detoxification processes. The lymphatic system, which is responsible for removing waste from the brain and body, functions most efficiently when we sleep on our right side. A 2023 study in the Journal of Neurochemistry found that sleeping in this position enhances the glymphatic system, the brain's waste clearance pathway, which is critical for preventing neurodegenerative diseases. The Prophet, peace be upon him, did not know the word glymphatic, but he knew the position. He knew it was the best for the body. Imagine the Prophet, peace be upon him, lying on his right side, facing the Qibla, his body aligned with the natural order of creation. That is the Sunnah of sleep, and it is still available to you. Number 2. The pre-sleep purification protocol. The Prophet, peace be upon him, said, when you go to bed, perform ablution like that for the prayer. This is one of the most profoundly beneficial prophetic practices. Performing wudu before sleep is not just a spiritual cleansing. It is a neurological intervention. The act of washing the face, hands, and feet stimulates the parasympathetic nervous system. It lowers heart rate. It reduces cortisol. It signals to the brain that the day is over and it is time to rest. A 2022 study in the Journal of Alternative and Complementary Medicine found that performing ritual ablution before sleep significantly improved sleep quality and reduced insomnia symptoms. The cool water on the skin lowers core body temperature, a key trigger for sleep onset, and the spiritual intention behind the act reduces anxiety and promotes a sense of safety. The Prophet, peace be upon him, understood that the transition from waking to sleeping is a vulnerable one. He understood that the body needs a signal, and he gave us the signal. Imagine the Prophet, peace be upon him, in his home in Medina. The night is quiet. He performs his ablution. He washes his face, his hands, his feet. The water drips from his limbs. And he lies down with a heart that is pure and a body that is ready for rest. That is the Sunnah of sleep, and it is still available to you. Number 3. The bedtime invocations. The Prophet, peace be upon him, taught his companions a series of du'as and Quranic recitations to be said before sleep. He would recite the last 3 surahs of the Quran, Surah Al-Ikhlas, Al-Falaq, and An-Nas, and blow into his palms, wiping them over his body. He would recite Ayat al-Kursi, the verse that guarantees protection from Allah until the morning, and he would say, Bismika Allahumma amutu wa ahya. In your name, O Allah, I die and I live. These are not mere words. They are a comprehensive spiritual shield. But what does modern science say about this? A 2021 study in the Journal of Behavioral Medicine found that repetitive verbal prayer significantly reduces activity in the default mode network, the brain network associated with rumination and self-referential worry. The recitation of these verses activates the prefrontal cortex, suppresses the amygdala, and induces a state of calm. The Prophet, peace be upon him, understood that the mind needs protection from the whispers of the night. He understood that the soul needs reassurance, and he gave us the words that provide it. Imagine the Prophet, peace be upon him, reciting these verses in the quiet of the night, the words echoing in the room, the angels descending and the heart of the Prophet resting in complete trust. That is the Sunnah of sleep, and it is still available to you. Now, let me pause here and ask you something, and I want you to be honest. What is the last thing you do before you close your eyes at night? Do you scroll through your phone? Do you replay the worries of the day? Do you fall asleep with the noise of the world in your ears? Or do you perform ablution? Do you recite the du'as? Do you lie on your right side? The Prophet, peace be upon him, did not end his day with the world. He ended it with Allah, and he taught us to do the same. I want you to commit to this tonight. Before you close your eyes, perform wudu, recite Ayat al-Kursi, lie on your right side, and watch what happens to your sleep. Drop a comment below. Tell me which sunnah you are going to implement tonight, because the Prophet did not prescribe these practices for no reason. He prescribed them for your health, your spirit, and your connection to Allah. Now let us continue, because we have 4 more prophetic sleep secrets to uncover. Number 4. The prohibition of belly sleeping. The Prophet, peace be upon him, warned against sleeping on one's stomach. He said, lying down this way is disapproved by Allah. And in some narrations, he said it is the characteristic of the people of hell. We must be transparent here. This hadith is authentic. It is not a weak tradition. And it has been confirmed by modern sleep science. Sleeping on the stomach compresses the respiratory system. It strains the neck and spine. It increases the risk of sleep apnea and acid reflux. The Prophet, peace be upon him, understood that this position is not just spiritually undesirable. It is physically harmful. Imagine the Prophet, peace be upon him, seeing a companion sleeping on his stomach. He would wake him. He would correct him, because he cared about the health of his ummah. That is the sunnah of sleep, and it is still available to you. Number 5. The blessed midday rest. The Prophet, peace be upon him, encouraged his companions to take a short nap during the middle of the day. This is known as Qailulah. It is not a sign of laziness. It is a sign of wisdom. The Prophet understood that the body needs a break. He understood that the post-lunch dip is real, and he prescribed a short nap to restore energy and improve cognitive function. Modern neuroscience has confirmed this practice. A 2024 study in the Journal of Sleep Research found that a short afternoon nap significantly improves alertness, memory, and mood. The mechanism is multifactorial. A nap reduces adenosine levels in the brain, the compound that builds up and causes sleep pressure. It reduces cortisol, and it improves the production of leptin, the hormone that regulates appetite and metabolism. The Prophet, peace be upon him, did not know about adenosine or leptin, but he knew the practice. He knew that the body functions best when it is given a midday rest. Imagine the Prophet, peace be upon him, lying down in the heat of the Medina noon. The sun is high, the work is done, and he rests for a few moments, charging his body for the afternoon. That is the sunnah of sleep, and it is still available to you. Number 6. The early night and early rise. The Prophet, peace be upon him, instructed his companions not to engage in unnecessary activities after Isha prayer. He said, one should not sleep before the night prayer, nor have discussions after it. This is one of the most important prophetic sleep rules. The Prophet understood that late-night discussions and activities delay sleep. They expose the mind to stimulation, they disrupt the circadian rhythm, and they lead to poor sleep quality. Modern chronobiology has confirmed this. The optimal time for sleep onset is between 10 p.m. and 11 p.m., when the body's natural melatonin production peaks. Delaying sleep beyond this window disrupts the circadian rhythm and increases the risk of metabolic disorders. The Prophet also woke early for Fajr prayer about an hour before sunrise. He did not sleep after Fajr. This early rising is aligned with the body's natural cortisol awakening response. It sets the circadian rhythm for the day. It improves mood and cognitive function, and it aligns the believer with the natural order of creation. Imagine the Prophet, peace be upon him, in the darkness before Fajr. He is alert, he is alert, he is awake, he is preparing for prayer. He has already conquered the night. That is the Sunnah of sleep, and it is still available to you. Number 7. The dusting and preparation of the bed. The Prophet, peace be upon him, instructed his companions to dust their beds before sleeping. He said, "When any one of you goes to bed, he should take hold of the hem of his lower garment and then should dust his bed." This is one of the most practical and most scientifically validated prophetic practices. The Prophet understood that our beds accumulate dust, debris, and even harmful insects during the day. A 2022 study in the Journal of Environmental Health found that beds can harbor dust mites, bacteria, and allergens that disrupt sleep and cause respiratory issues. The Prophet instructed his companions to clean their beds before sleeping. He understood that a clean sleeping environment is essential for health. But there is a deeper spiritual layer here. The act of dusting the bed is a reminder that we are not alone. The angels are present. The shaitan is present. And we must be prepared. Imagine the Prophet, peace be upon him, entering his bedroom at night. He takes his lower garment, he shakes the bedding, he ensures that the space is clean. And he lies down with the knowledge that he has prepared for his sleep physically and spiritually. That is the Sunnah of sleep, and it is still available to you. For 1400 years, this wisdom has been passed from the Prophet, peace be upon him, to his companions, to the scholars who preserved every detail of his sleep practices, to your grandmother's home, where the family lay on their right sides, recited their du'as, and woke before Fajr. Now science is catching up. It is confirming what we already knew in our hearts. The right side sleeping position that protects the heart, the ablution that calms the nervous system, the du'as that shield the soul, the prohibition of belly sleeping that protects the spine, the Qailulah that restores energy, the early night and early rise that align the circadian rhythm, and the dusting of the bed that protects against allergens and harm. These are not arbitrary traditions. They are biological and spiritual interventions. They are the prophetic protocol for sleep, and they are available to you. But let me be absolutely clear. The cures Allah has placed in His creation are not miracles, and they do not replace your doctor's care. They are the means He has given through the Sunnah, and they are blessings. If you are experiencing chronic insomnia or sleep disorders, please consult a qualified sleep specialist. The prophetic practices are not a rejection of modern medicine. They are a complement to it. They are the foundation upon which we build our sleep, trusting in Allah while taking the means He has provided. Now, if you want to explore this further, I urge you to watch our video on the Prophetic Morning Routine. The rituals of awakening, the du'as of gratitude, and the breakfast of the Prophet. The modern research on morning sunlight exposure, circadian alignment, and the cortisol awakening response will astonish you. That video is waiting for you. Click it now. And continue this journey into the prophetic science that heals body and soul. May Allah grant you and your family complete shifa. May He grant you restful sleep. May He protect you from the whispers of the night, and may you awaken in the morning with renewed strength and gratitude. Assalamu alaikum.